your attention, please. Thank you. So today I am going to teach a part of my mini lesson. It's for a 7th grade unit on fantasy, the genre of fantasy. So we're just going to get to one of two little pre-assessments. We're going to be comparing a version of a text that you create to the original. So we're not going to get to a little survey about what you know about fantasy, unfortunately. Okay, so today our learning targets are, I can create an alternate version of a text and compare the new version with the original version. And for this lesson, create means draw a picture, and compare means fill in a Venn diagram. And we won't get to the second learning target, but it is, I can brainstorm what I already know about fantasy, my opinions about fantasy, and my past experiences reading fantasy. All right, and vocabulary that you probably know, but we'll just go over just in case. A text means a book or other piece of written or printed material, so that could be like art or a film, not just a book. And a Venn diagram is a graphic organizer of overlapping circles in which you write details that show how the subjects are different in the outer circles and how the subjects are similar or alike where the circles overlap. And a hobbit is a fictional, very short humanoid creature with hairy feet. And then genre and fantasy are here, but we're really not going to be talking about them for our little tiny lesson here. All right, so for our introduction to this unit, we are going to first read a text. I'll read it aloud and I'm going to show it next. And then on one side of your little tiny piece of paper, you are going to draw a different version of the text that we're about to read. And you're just going to have like 2 or 3 minutes. They're not going to be works of art. It doesn't matter. Then after we're all done, we are going to flip over our handouts and draw a Venn diagram, and you're going to compare your version of the text with the original version. And then we're going to just share out and talk about it and see what kinds of things you can do with one version of a text versus the different version of the text. Okay, any questions? Nope. All right. So our text is the first page of The Hobbit by Tolkien, and I will start reading. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down on or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. It had a perfectly round door like a porthole, painted green with a shiny yellow brass knob in the exact middle. The door opened on to a tube-shaped hall like a tunnel, a very comfortable tunnel without smoke, with paneled walls and floors tiled and carpeted, provided with polished chairs and lots of pegs for hats and coats. The hobbit was fond of visitors. The tunnel wound on, going fairly but not quite straight into the side of the hill. The hill, as all the people for many miles around called it, and many little round doors opened out of it, first on one side and then on another. No going upstairs for the hobbit. Bedrooms, bathrooms, cellars, pantries, lots of those. Wardrobes, he had whole rooms devoted to clothes. Kitchens, dining rooms, all were on the same floor and indeed on the same passage. The best rooms were all on the left-hand side going in, for these were the only ones to have windows, deep-set round windows looking over his garden and meadows beyond, sloping down to the river. All right, so now I'm going to give you like 3 minutes to draw, how you imagine this little hobbit hole. Okay, so I'm afraid that that's all the time that I can give you right now to draw your hobbit holes. So if you just flip over your little piece of paper and you can draw a Venn diagram if that's helpful for you, or you can just jot down some notes, okay, of how you think that your picture is similar or different from the original version. And then I also, here's some thinking prompts if you need a little guidance. How are they alike? How are they different? Be specific. And what are the effects of these similarities and or differences? And do you prefer one version over the other, and why? And if you made like deliberate changes to the original text in your new version, why did you make them? So I'll just give you a minute or two to think about that. Okay, so I'm sorry, that's all the time we have for you to jot down some notes, but I would really love to hear what you guys are thinking about your version of the text versus the original. Would anyone like to share some of the differences between the two or similarities? Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I added benches for guests to take off shoes, sit down and take off shoes, which wasn't there, but.
So you kind of grabbed onto the idea of how the Hobbit really enjoys having visitors, and so you added something in there, all right?
Well, I knew I couldn't fit everything, so I focused on what I thought was most important. So I made sure that there was a kitchen, and there was a cozy fire, and places to sit.
Okay, so you had to focus on only specific aspects because you have like limited space. Okay. Yes?
I really love drawing my little hobbit hole because I love hobbit holes, but I was noticing that it would take a lot of drawing to get all that into it. That was like, that said a lot. You couldn't really draw that whole floor plan.
Okay.
And so I thought they both had charm, but that one kind of accomplished more in a shorter amount of space time.
Great. Yes?
One thing that I did for both, that kind of mentions in both, is like I kind of focused on the keyword, and that means comfort. So while I still stuck true to kind of some descriptors in here, I did add in a couple flares that meant comfort for me, but also like stay true to some of the things that meant comfort in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. the main focus. Okay, I think we have time for one more, if anyone has one last thing they want to add.
I thought, like, what if it's not on the hill and connected to like other houses in the hill, but what if it's like its own orb, like a grassy hobbit hole circleness, like a sphere kind of floating in the air? Right? And then the rest of it is like, it's got the tunnel thing and you open up and there's rooms, but I was like, I don't know, maybe it's a little more sci-fi than fantasy, sorry.
So you're not really.
I like the porthole circle kind of, like, what if it's its own little apartment in the air?
Okay, great. Well, I wish that we had time to like get more into this. This is really interesting. But I want to make sure that the next person has enough time to present. So we're gonna end here. Thank you.
Thank you.